pencils, glue. We got crayons every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
Goldilocks Productions presents the ButterFly Medium Show with Ivana. Ivana, the ButterFly Medium, is a world-renowned psychic medium. She is a third or fourth generation psychic medium since her family immigrated from Italy. Ivana has a magical gift that will turn a skeptic into a believer. The ButterFly Medium has been giving healing messages from loved ones on the other side for over 2 decades. Ivana started feeling ghosts and spirit around her since her mom's passing, only 3 days after Ivana's 5th birthday. Her mom has communicated with her through the Monarch ButterFlies since the young age of 7 years. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard if you would like to speak with Ivana. The call-in number is 713-955-0594. Again, that's 713-955-0594. Press 1 if you would like to get on air with Ivana to ask her or her special guest a question. Enjoy this magical and healing show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Good afternoon. This is Ivana, the ButterFly Medium. I am your psychic medium, and I'm here to give you messages from the other side, as I do each and every week. First of all, of course, I would like to thank our beautiful producer, Tiffany Whitesage, who is our producer from Connecticut. And anybody who is calling into the show, if you're calling from Canada, or if you are calling, with a 111 or a blocked number, please know that your call will not be accepted by the producer. I'm not sure what the logistics are behind this. However, they cannot take your call for some reason. Again, I'm not really quite sure, but please know that you will incur long distance charges. So please note that those callers will not be taken. Those calls will not be taken. So I just wanted you to know. So thank you very much for joining us. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is Ivana, the ButterFly Medium. I'm a world-renowned psychic medium, and I'm here to give healing messages to everyone each and every week, and it is a blessing to have a gift such as this. As a healer, many of you will know that healers are very powerful because they are healers. They're able to get messages from the other side, from spirit. They are spirit-led. There's many of you that may be listening right now who also may be healers or intuitives. And know that if you are a healer, if you are an intuitive, it is so important for you to work with the gifts that you have been given. We're given gifts for a reason, and the universe wants us to utilize them. I actually did a beautiful reading today for 2 beautiful sisters, and one of them was very gifted. So she wasn't sure on what it is that she should do. She gives readings to her friends and her family, but what Spirit showed her was you're meant to use your gift. You have to use your gift. This is why the gift was given to you. So anybody who's listening, who are healers, who are intuitives, but you're not doing anything with your gift, or you're not able to connect, or you're not able to give readings for whatever reason, sometimes that could just mean that we are blocked. So when we are blocked, we're not able to give the messages that we are meant to be giving. When I was little, I used to connect to spirit unknowingly. So I didn't even know that I was connecting to spirit. All I knew is that I felt something very different. I felt something was always around me. I was always afraid. I could see shadows. I could feel things go through me. And as a child, this is when we are gifted, we typically pick this up as a child. So sometimes, from the time that you are born or into toddler years, a lot of moms will notice with new babies, if they are intuitive, they'll start smiling at their ceiling and start laughing and giggling. It's because they are talking to the angels. This is what I like to believe, and this is what I've always seen. And then as they get older, they start to feel more and more, and then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's up to you whether or not you decide to work with it, but spirit and the universe want you to work with your gifts. Any healing hands, any healers, you'll feel tons of energy that resonates from your hands. A lot of very strong energy. If you put your hand up against another set of hands, somebody else's hands who is also a healer or an intuitive, wow, the energy that you feel is just absolutely amazing. It's so strong. I did that yesterday with someone during a reading. I said, put your hands out. Let's get this energy going. And all she could feel was that pulling, that magnetic pull, which is showing us that we are healers. It's showing us all the energy that we are receiving and we are giving and that we are able to utilize. So utilize it if you have it. Spend time in meditation. Meditation is very important. When you close your eyes and you connect to spirit, or you connect to Mother Earth or Grandmother Earth or Father Earth or Grandfather Earth, it's very important that we are very connected with them, because they're the ones oftentimes that are giving us messages as well. These can be our spirit guides. If you don't know who your spirit guide is, when you're in meditation and deep meditation and your eyes are closed and you're in that zone of connecting to spirit, you're in that realm, ask them to show you who your guides are and where they come from and how long ago they were here. Maybe they'll show you that you're an old soul. Oftentimes healers are old souls. When I was little, not that I'm bragging or anything, but when I was little, everybody always said, there's something very special about you, and I don't know what it is. I never knew either until I got older and started connecting with spirit. And I remember, I like telling these stories because there's a lot of people that are listening, and it's good for you to hear the stories and actually hear the experiences that I had as a child. So, as a medium, how my work is done. I'm always connected to a higher realm. So one year, my sister and I we had a little get together with another medium and her husband at my sister's place. And we wanted to connect with my mom and my grandfather who were passed. And strangely enough, and at this point, I already knew there was something about me. I didn't know if I was clairvoyant, if I was a seer. I had seen so many psychics by that point when I was in my 20s, and I got different things from different people. And it's because all those intuitives that were giving me all these messages, they were accurate. They were all accurate. I've been told that I'm a shaman. I am a medical intuitive. Yes, I am, and a very strong one. So a shaman is like a medicine man, a medicine woman, someone who can work with healing, someone who is able to connect through the medical side of things. But of course, we're not doctors. We can't diagnose. But a shaman is a medicine person, and that's what I do as well. I'm a clairvoyant, so I'm also clairaudient, clairsentient, which means clairaudient, I can hear things, and so on and so forth. So these are all the different things that as healers, different titles, you may want to call it different titles, but these are the different titles that we have. We are all healers, really, all intuitives. I personally believe that all intuitives are healers in their own way. So in any case, we had this couple come over, and so they sat down and they started, giving us a reading. And I can't remember any of the reading, to be quite honest. All I remember is seeing a cloud of smoke And this lady is, she's doing her talk, the mediumship stuff, and her husband is also a medium. I wish I knew who they were, but I don't remember them. And all of a sudden I see this cloud of smoke, and I see this little old lady sitting in a rocking chair, and she's got long white hair and a long white gown. She really reminded me of Rose from Titanic at the very end, when Rose is old and she throws her necklace into the ocean. This is what this lady looked like in my thoughts. And she kept holding her chest, and she showed me, and she was rocking back and forth, and she showed me that her name was Carol Ann. It was either Carolyn or Carol Ann. And I stopped the medium, and I said to her, I said, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I have to tell you this. This is really crazy. This is just what I saw. I started getting all these visions. And she looked at me and she says, oh my goodness, that was my Aunt Carolyn. She just passed away of emphysema. And I thought, oh my goodness, the description was her. And that was the reason why I saw the cloud of smoke. And ever since I saw that first vision, that real, true vision, like the way a medium sees it, and I was in my 20s when I saw that, and this is going now over 20 years ago, that was my sign, my signal that I am a medium. And, after that, it was every time someone would come over to the house, I always said something to them. Someone in spirit would connect with me, like someone's aunt or, someone's uncle, and they would give me names and they would show me things. And they would say to me, these are, a lot of the times my sister's friends. My sister is older, and so her friends would always be over, and they would say, oh my goodness, Ivana, you're freaking me out. How did you know that? And I would say, I don't know. It comes to me. And it's even, when we're holding someone's item, someone that passed, we can pick up that energy. We can pick up that vibration. It's connecting to a higher realm. And so it's very important. Healers and intuitives, it's so important for you to work with your gift, even if it's starting out by yourself, even if it's starting out giving yourself a reading or giving a friend a reading. But it's very important that you do this. So I encourage you all to please open up your gifts and utilize them. We all have them. We all have a gift of some sort. So utilize it. And so thank you. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and a little bit about my childhood. I remember once, shortly after my mom's passing, I was 5 when she passed. I was about 7 or 8 when this happened. I remember racing up the stairs because I felt something was there. I felt there was a ghost. And as I was running up the stairs, I felt the energy go right through my body. And I freaked right out. I was like, I started screaming. I started crying. It was just my sister and I home. And I knew that there was something there. And now that I'm a medium, I really, really strongly believe that was my mom who's been trying to connect with me all along. And so I feel that this gift was left for me after my mom passed. I feel my mom was an intuitive as well. And maybe nobody really knew, but even growing up, my family didn't really know. I would tell my sister and her friends, but I was too afraid to tell my grandparents who raised me. They would think I was crazy. So I always kept it to myself. And then as I got older and older and people started to see more and more, that's how it all started to come out into the open. And then finally, in 2013, I came out of the closet and I started telling everybody what I did because Spirit led me in that direction and pushed me in that direction. So it was little bit, little by little, little by little. And then all of a sudden I started doing all these shows and what have you, the Facebook Live shows that I do Monday nights, and boom, it all started to explode. And so here we are today, and I'm here to give you messages from your loved ones that are in spirit and that want to connect with you. So today I encourage you to come forward, especially, if you know that you are intuitive, if you know that you are a healer, but you don't know what to do with your gifts, you don't know how to utilize them or how to start working with them, I encourage you to start working with them. Call into the show and I'll give you a reading. Readings are free on the show. And if you haven't been to my Facebook page, please do so, the Butterfly Medium, or you can visit me at Ivana Figueredo. Make sure you like and share my page as well. Add me as a friend, so this way you can also stay tuned to or receive the notifications each and every Monday night when I'm doing the Facebook Live shows. We have people from around the world that are watching, and around the world that people are receiving messages. So it's quite fun, and it can get very emotional. So I do encourage you, please visit my Facebook, share it with your friends and your family, spread the word about the butterfly medium. And so, by the way, I should mention to you, I haven't said this in a while, I haven't really said my story in a while, and it's nice to hear it every once in a while. The butterfly, the reason why I'm called the butterfly medium is because when I was little, and that's when I started to feel all the spirit guides when I was around 7 or 8, so a couple of years after my mom's passing, I was very, very connected to the Monarch butterflies. And it's strange because, well, not strange, but as I, got older and started to do mediumship readings, so many of them, I started to see my mom's aura. It was my very first time last year where I started to see my mom's aura, and it was the color of the Monarch butterfly. And so a few years ago, I had realized that Monarch was my mom. And last year, or this year, whenever it was that I saw it, the aura, I thought, wow, that makes perfect sense why I see her aura in that like a burnt orange color. And so I just thought of something. You guys, this is really amazing. I just had an epiphany. I'm sitting in my office, and I have this beautiful painting of, I grew up in Italy, a beautiful painting of a house in Italy, which reminded me very much of my home when I was a child. And the walls were very orange, very, like like a burnt orange kind of. And so I bought this painting because it reminded me of when I was a kid, and I feel a very nostalgic feeling because that's where my mom passed, and she passed in that home. And so then with, decorating my room, I ended up getting these somewhat orange curtains. Well, they are orange. And then someone gave me this copper butterfly. And now I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I am surrounded by this color orange, which is the exact same color of my mom's aura I used to see and still see, and the Monarch butterfly is the same color. I'm just having this epiphany right now. I'm just realizing this right now as I'm talking to you. This is insane because I'm staring at them right now. They're my focal points, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm talking to you about my mom's aura and the color, and all of a sudden I'm starting to put two and two together, and I'm having these epiphanies. This is all my mom. I am surrounded by my mom. And so those of you that are listening and you have spirit guides or, a loved one that is in spirit or are in spirit, know that they surround us each and every day with loving thoughts, with thoughts that are memories that we just carry in our hearts for our family, our loved ones that we have lost. So today I want to be able to bring people some healing and some information that you might need this time, at this point in your life. Everybody's different. We all go through ups and downs in life. There may be a lot of you that are in the ups right now. There may be a lot of you that are in the downs right now. But today is all about healing, and Spirit will show you whatever it is that they need to show you and validate with you what it is that they need to get to you. So when I'm connecting to Spirit, I feel vibrations, I see signs and symbols, they show me names, they show me descriptions, they also will tell me how they passed away, and this is just for them to validate that it's them that we are connected to. So if I'm giving you a reading and I tell you, your grandfather's here and he shows me his name was Gerald and his middle name was James, know that this is their way of connecting with us and validating that it's them. If it's not Gerald, it's not James. Maybe it's the letter J that he's referring to. And so when they're giving names, they love middle names. Oftentimes they give me a middle name first. It's taken me a long time to figure out how Spirit connects with me, but it's taken me hundreds and thousands of readings and practice to figure out what their symbols mean to me. Every medium has different signs and symbols for themselves. Like Teresa Caputo, she'll have different signs and symbols for herself. Same with Kim Russo and same with John Edward, all the mediums that we know out there. We all connect very, well, I shouldn't say very similar, but we connect pretty well the same way. But we all have our own different signs and symbols. And know that energy is very, very strong, and spirit, when they come to you to validate all these things, it means that they're around you all the time and they're protecting you. So let's get started. We'll see who we have here waiting. And I'm so very excited to share readings today with each and every one of you. If you do have questions, we can start with questions. So why don't we get started? Our very first caller is going to be caller 270. Hello, caller 270. What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
Hello, I'm Joy, and I'm calling from Kentucky.
From Kentucky. Wonderful. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. Now, do you listen to my show each Thursday or just sometimes, or is this your first time? Are you first-time caller?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well, welcome to my show. Welcome to my show. And I hope that what I just talked about, it's important for everyone to get a good sense and a good understanding of how I do my work. So this way, they have a good, clear vision of what it is that I'm trying to say as well. And oftentimes I say to people, if something doesn't make sense to you right now, don't worry about it. It will make sense later on. Okay? And also, the way they connect is like a game of charades to them. They're showing me all these signs and symbols, and we have to make sense of them. And also, just so you know, as a medical intuitive, which is what I am as well, as shaman, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anyone with anything. However, all I could do is give my recommendations and advice.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask you, what would you like to know today? Was it someone that you were hoping to connect with? Was it someone that you wanted to
about?
Pardon?
I'm curious about love.
About love? Okay. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just going to quickly burn a little bit of sage for us just to clear the space and clear the energies from any readings I've done today. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do, Joy, is a real quick, when you don't hear me talking, it's because I'm working with cards or I'm working with the energy and asking your questions. So just give me a brief moment here as I'm doing the cards, clearing them. Love is not ready, I'm hearing. Love is not ready. Let me just do the cards and see if there's anything that they would like to share why love is not ready. Okay. So one of the messages that I'm getting is grief work. So grief work could be, yes, you work with people in healthcare. This is my symbol with the grief work card is that you are a grief worker in a sense, working with people, let's say in a facility or anybody who has any kind of an illness or disabilities, this sort of thing. But this is what they show me as grief work. That could also mean to you that you are in need of healing yourself. You're in need of grief work yourself as well, in need of grief work, so healing. So this way you're able to open up to the higher realm, to another energy for you to find love. Right now they're saying you're having realizations and epiphanies right now, like you're having all these aha moments like, oh my goodness, why aren't I finding love? Or, oh my goodness, now I know why. Or, oh my goodness, had I known then what I know now, I would have lived a bit differently, or I wouldn't have been in that relationship so long. But they're asking you to heal from past relationships. They're also talking about sobriety. So sobriety is sobering up. So sometimes like I said, every card has pretty well the same meaning, but it's a different meaning for everyone, okay? So sobriety could also be that you need to sober up from this past relationship. You need to heal from this past relationship. And this is what they are strongly encouraging you to do before you can find new and imminent love. This is what they're saying. So for now, it's time to heal. You're in need of healing, and you're in need of your heart. So for instance, your heart right now is open, and it's almost like pouring salt in these wounds. They're asking you to close those wounds, forgive, let go, move on, forget, and then you can start working on finding a romantic relationship or a love relationship. Unless you're in a relationship right now and there needs to be healing, or there needs to be healing work. Pardon?
Oh, I'm not. I'm listening.
Okay. I didn't think so. But I just thought, but if you are in a relationship, anybody else who is listening, these messages could also mean could make sense to other people that might be listening as well. So it could also be, we need to heal from the past. So it could also be someone's relationship right now. It needs healing. But they're saying sobriety and also volunteer. Do you do volunteer work, or were you thinking about volunteering your time?
I was thinking about it.
Okay. And earlier I said, James, as I was giving a description, but not a description, but just when we were chatting, I'm at a loss for word. I'm losing my train of thought as to the word that I wanted to use. But James, does that resonate with you at all?
No.
Okay. Now, J sounding name. Is there a J sounding name around you?
No. Well, my name is Joy.
Okay, true. Maybe there. Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. Perhaps this is what they're validating. Is they're validating for you. Is your mom or mother? Don't say anything yet. It's a mother figure that's in spirit that I feel a connection to. So I don't know if it's your mom or your grandma. I don't know who this is, but perhaps they are the ones validating your name. I keep getting the same cards for you. This is 3 times now. I put them down the second time because you got all the same cards, but now you're getting them again. So, and this is after shuffling the cards. So I'm going to tell you the sobriety card is very strong and very important right now. They're asking you to heal from past relationships. The grief work, it's the same thing. Sobriety, grief work, they need you to heal from any past relationship or maybe a relationship with yourself. Opening up to a higher realm, opening up to a higher level, to a higher energy. And letting go of all the old junk. We need to release the old junk in our system.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, probably from a past relationship. I can see that.
Okay. It could also be with relationships with your own self or relationships with people around you, friends, family members. Maybe there's something that's hindering you right now. Maybe you're being blocked because you don't feel at peace right now for whatever reason. There's decisions. I got a decision card for you as well, which a decision needs to be made. We either need to let it go and be able to move on. This, like I said, these messages could also be from someone else who may be listening. They could be for another person listening as well. It could be for you. It could be for another person as well. So this is what they're validating, and I don't know why. So Spirit is showing us right now connection issues. I was having connection issues before, trying to get through to the radio show, and the producer's having connection issues as well. Our calls are being dropped. So I'm being told, I feel that maybe there's just a connection in the air right now that energy is not able to get through for some reason. But there's also energy from other people. It could be energy from other people. This could also be something. So thank you. I hope that made sense to you. love, I do feel that love is sort of somewhat around the corner, but it's not. What I feel is for them to be showing this, I feel that they're saying it's around the corner for you, but once you heal yourself. Do you mind me asking, Joy, what is this healing all about? Did something just recently happen in your life that we need healing from or for?
I had been in a long-term relationship with my daughter's father, and that ended. And it took me a while before I kind of found somebody, but it wasn't an actual relationship, and that didn't work out either.
Okay. So maybe, I'm going to say a very strong maybe, that what they could be saying to you is that there needs to be healing from that. There needs to be healing from your old relationship, your children's father, or the person that you may have, had a relationship with for many years. Perhaps they're saying that this is where we need healing from. You need healing from possibly this before we could move to the next step. I feel it's time, but it's not time, if that makes sense. I feel you've got the time. They have it for you, but we need to heal. Are you also moving or changing or something? Changing jobs or career or something?
I was hoping to move. I haven't found a place yet, but yeah,
okay.
As soon as possible.
They are talking about this move, a big, like a change for you, but it's going to be a happy change. Maybe this is what needs to happen first. Happy, I feel love, I feel joy. This is what I'm feeling about this. And so your moving is going to bring you much happiness, is what they say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to take some moving before I think these changes happen.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll happen.
It's going to be a positive move. It's going to be a positive change. And it's going to be something that you are in need of right now. Moving is positive, and it's going to bring lots of change for you.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
That was pretty much it. Just love, and like I said, hopefully I'll find a place soon.
Yeah. I do feel you're going to be, I don't know if it's an apartment or like 2 apartments or 4, or like there's like a 4-plex or a duplex or something where apartments are attached, but not necessarily an apartment building. It could be a house and there's like, 4 different quarters and you have one, somebody else has one, and you have another one. This is what I feel. Are you living there now?
Right now I'm kind of like in a town home apartment.
Okay. So perhaps this is what they could be validating, and also something, a place where you might be moving to. So, well, good luck with everything, and keep us posted. Let us know what happens. Anytime you would like to join in, please join in every Thursday. You're more than welcome to call as often as you wish.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Joy. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. That was an awesome call. So I think what we're going to do right now is it seems to be, now it could be the weather, I don't know, but maybe it's my energy, maybe there's something going on in the universe right now that apparently I'm not supposed to be doing readings because, like I said, I was having a terrible connection, and our producer now is also having a terrible connection on her end. Callers keep dropping for some reason. So I think what we're going to do for this week is we're going to end our show early, but I do thank everyone who has been joining me each and every Thursday, and please stay tuned for next Thursday's show. Hopefully we'll have better energy next week, and and we'll be able to connect with more people. So thank you to everyone who has joined me today on the Butterfly Medium Show. Excuse me, again, I am your host, Ivana Figueredo, the Butterfly Medium, and the number to reach us each and every week is 713-955-0594. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week and weekend, and we will see you and hear from you next Thursday. Bye-bye for now. This is Ivana, the Butterfly Medium.
Ready? Okay.
We got paper, yes we do. Wide ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
Over 100 years ago, Boar's Head opened its doors with a different set of rules. No cutting corners, no compromises. Exceptional Boar's Head products began to appear. Our deluxe ham, oven gold turkey, and ever roast chicken, made to standards rarely found in the deli business today. Of course, Boar's Head isn't sold everywhere. Only in stores that share our high standards and slice our products fresh at the deli. Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.